4, 3,
Is it
2,
and one. Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of Talks with Wine. I am your host, Marley.
I am Kamaya.
I'm Tamara in my Kamaya voice.
You sound so cute. Come on now.
Wow. Well,
I'm already
how's your
drinking.
week going? Well, how's your week going, ladies?
I'll let you go first.
My week has been delightful.
You can go second.
Let me tell you. It's been stressful, but I'm here.
Oh yes,
And
a word.
You are here.
I'm here. Oh God.
I'm still here.
I'm not singing that one.
Y'all know Tisha. She got it. Tisha
We
can
need to cut that. No, she is
How's
still
your week
here.
going?
Besides the stretching and the getting bigger.
Can be the poo. Can be the poo.
Doesn't she look so cute?
You. I know.
I'm gonna tell y'all
She
right
hates
now
us. She hates us.
how I feel relays and ties into our topic a lot today.
Oh.
Ooh.
Because
What we talking about?
being pregnant in
Gosh.
corporate America.
Girl,
or
I
just
don't
being-
think there was.
That's not
How you hijack the whole topic?
right.
She
So like
crashed it
being
out.
pregnant.
I want you guys to know we literally have a whole agenda. We talk about what we're gonna talk about. She just straight hijacked it like
Nah, man.
pregnant in corporate America. Let me tell you something.
Aside from that topic.
But we are talking about
Corporate America.
being
Hostile.
black in corporate America.
Being
That's,
black.
that's what we're talking about.
Hostile corporate America.
Having locks in corporate America.
Having natural hair in corporate America.
Having the wigs.
Oh, having the wigs.
Serving the braids.
The braids.
The many,
The-
many looks
How do you wash that?
in corporate America. How many of you work in... I know I currently work in corporate America. I will not disclose the company I work for, but I work in corporate
Please
America.
don't. Please don't. She be calling folks
She
out
worked
on
down
this
the
show.
street from
In finance. I work in finance.
Oh yeah, you in corporate.
I am in
Mhm.
corporate. I am in the corporate.
corporate hood. I am on the luxury side. I'm more on the luxe side of corporate. I am in high end retail.
This means she can wear her hair in fancy.
Right.
I mean, I can.
Wow.
But
You can
they,
get away with it. I mean,
the
They still
remarks
come-
are no different though.
I know. I'm just being foolish.
The reactions are no different.
I'm being foolish.
okay.
What are those?
I don't work in corporate America. I have in the past, and that's just
Okay, sentiments.
because I just, for me, it's hard. Like I love being around people who are familiar. You know, so like I said in the last episode, I want to be able to relate to somebody. So a lot of things are, you know, so.
I don't know if I should call it code switching. No,
Oh.
I don't code switch. I don't code switch. That's one thing I don't do. And I do not.
So you're genuinely sounding this proper.
Listen, I've genuinely sounded this proper all my life.
Wow.
And the sad thing is, when you do piss me off, that's when, like,
Oh, come on.
and it don't matter who you are, anybody can get it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They can get it.
And
Yes.
and it just
That was firm. I have no remark for that.
and it just so happens that working in the environment I work in just solidified the asshole in me.
Wow.
like just
like the past 4 years. Like
Oh, okay. I'm like, as in today?
no, well, no.
I was thinking as of
This
like, probably
year.
6 months ago.
I'm
this
gonna
year.
because I met you a year ago, and
No,
the
this
day I
year-
met you solidified.
No.
I didn't need 4 years to be.
This year let me really know that regardless of how blunt, how straightforward, how nice, how sugarcoating you are, people just, and I mean people, I want you guys to know, in corporate America, it is not a black, white, Hispanic, Asian. It is not. It is just this is corporate America. How dare you?
That's a fact.
And
That's a
I've
fact.
seen it.
You change your hair so quickly. How do you do it? It grew over. Let me let you ask these
How do you
questions.
do this?
Because
Like,
I want you to ask the questions.
You already
If
know
I
I
start,
got the show.
if I start
tonight,
ranting,
How's it being pregnant in corporate America? Because I know you're.
Woo!
Yeah, I know she wanted to talk about it.
Yo,
Hold on.
the sleeves were all pastory. Ooh.
How is it?
She was like, ooh.
I got asked.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Let me just.
Are you gaining weight? I'm like, what do you mean? You're looking a little. Are you? I don't want to be rude. Can I ask you a question? Go right on ahead. Are you pregnant? Yes. Because, you see, I knew it because I knew you weren't getting fat. And you would think.
Is that a
Now
That's
here
a
it is.
people thing.
No, listen to me finish. Could be a people thing, but I wear work attire. So I wear
corporate work attire.
corporate. So I wear my business dresses and stuff like that. Of course. Are you gonna buy maternity clothes? Because that's like really form fitting now.
Ma'am, how is it for you? Because
Or one of my old companies, I literally got your hair is so springy.
you let them
You ever
touch.
tried? Do you ever?
I know.
This woman's early. Ma'am, have some water.
Like,
cool down. Give me a card.
I don't let nobody touch, but that's what. And this is the thing. So like,
the reach.
you guys haven't seen, like, you guys really haven't seen the depths of the looks that like I go throughout the year. Like, you get what I mean?
Her Instagram is
Like my
shown
hair,
at the end of the credits.
And you guys see it now.
Feel free to go.
my fro was.
They see it. If they ran through an
My
episode.
fro was bigger. My fro was bigger. Like sometimes I'll have a burgundy weave, a black weave, a short
A braid.
weave, some braids, some
a
twists,
2-strand twist. A bald cap.
a wash and go. Never gonna wash and go. But you'll get those, or you'll get the slight remarks, like the very passive remarks, such as, "You got your master's degree? Oh my gosh, I would have never thought that."
How do your peers treat you though? Like the people you work with.
My face just got so like.
The people.
Because-
So this is the thing. A bulk of my team is stationed in another state.
Oh.
So I
right.
So I only deal with people who are adjacent to my department.
Right.
Okay.
And they are. I don't know if I should say I deal with people who just don't know, social skills,
Okay.
personal space boundaries. Like
That's a big one.
there's
They
an
don't.
office
They do
etiquette.
not.
There's an office at The Office. If any of you guys ever watched The Office, that is my journey. I had a woman come up. I'm sorry. These are such nice earrings.
Oh my God, goodbye. I would have killed her because I was about to kill you. Like,
But
you can't
need
hide
this.
that.
You don't need this.
But if we talk about there are many dynamics, because then you also have those people who are that line, all skin folk ain't your kinfolk. Like everyone, all the black people want to stick together.
No.
And if you
No,
don't,
I'm gonna cut in. No.
Go ahead.
That's not accurate. Are you saying that that's not accurate?
it's not accurate.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that they do want to stick together. I was
No, it's
Oh.
not. I'm
Instrument
saying
and
that's
everything.
what you want to think. All of them want to stick
That's
together.
not what I want to think.
No. Oh,
It's
the
not.
the
'Cause
average
when you
person.
see these jigaboos,
I won't even call them jigaboos. I will call
Yeah,
them.
I said it.
I won't call them jigaboos. I'm just calling them. They're trying to get up there, but it's just like you can't see.
You don't have to be more than who you are to get where you need to go. I honestly want to stress that. You don't need to be more than who you are to get to where you need to go. And I mean that in a sense of, like, it doesn't mean don't go take care of your business. Don't go to school or do whatever you feel it needs to be for you. But I think people get the stigma, like, with corporate America, because I don't work directly in corporate America. I work closely with corporate America. So I get to look over
right downtown.
Yeah, so I get to look over there and be like, oh, that's how y'all do it. Oh, nah, I'm good.
Whenever she comes to visit me, she's just like, "Whew."
It is. It's so I come in and I'm like, oh yeah, like my vibe. I would see me having to form fit into like it would be like trying to push a peg into something, like trying to ram a puzzle. You know what I mean? Like I just feel so uncomfortable even visiting in those spaces, and it's not.
So what do you guys think it is? Because, like I said, for me, it's just not the environment that I want to be in. That I
think it's just
so
made.
I do kind
what
of.
I think
it's
it
like
is,
overly rigid. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, what I think it is.
You can make it what you want it to be. I think we just have I think there's a stigma about corporate America because you feel like you can't come in with your hair. You feel like that, but if you present yourself, if you come in, if you show up unapologetically as who you are, it doesn't matter what.
I wear my sneakers.
You know.
I wear my hoodies.
Yeah, exactly.
I come in with my bamboo earrings,
and
honestly, with my 3 holes
they're
plugged.
so fascinated.
And this is the thing.
Peers, not even like anybody.
Anybody,
culture,
because
they're very fascinated.
I'm going to be really honest with you. There's this one particular black girl that I see at work, and like I know for a fact that Shorty don't change her weave. It's the same. Like this is the thing. When I mean change her weave, she doesn't change the style. It's the same style since I've been working with the company. And I feel like some of them do it just
like, wait a minute.
I feel like
but I know what you're saying.
She
because
does
she
it
feels like
because-
it's a uniform look.
It's like,
Is it the part in the middle with the straight
It's the part
hair?
in the middle with the straight
I get it.
hair.
I
And
get
it's
it.
not too dark.
There's
It's
no
not
color?
too brown. It's
No.
very natural looking.
But on the weekends, you believe she pulls that muffin cap back blue?
No. I do not. And
Why does she seem like the type that's just real?
This is the thing, and this is what I think this is what the struggle with corporate America is for a lot of people. Corporate America is routine.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
It is routine.
There are expectations.
You come in at whether it's 8:30 or 9.
Mhm.
You are there till 5. You get your hour lunch. You come in every day. You sit in
get
your
15
same
minute
desk.
breaks.
Same desk. You see the same people. It is a routine.
It is.
So when you change up something so frequently, like we do in our culture, people are,
It's very stunning.
wow,
Stunning for them.
oh my gosh, how do you do it? How do you find the time? When I leave
Especially
here,
when you get braids, because they're like, oh my god.
I think
I had the funniest thing talk to me about braids. I love her. She's so cute. She goes, oh, I did my braids myself this time, and they were bigger. She goes, oh my gosh, I look at braids. And I was like, thank you. She's like, I could tell you did those yourself. Why? She's like, because when you get them professionally done, they're really smaller than that. I said, oh.
Mad observant.
You pay
Okay.
attention. But it's just like, and then the thing is, corporate America, they all think, they think you're family. We're a big family here.
They love that. They love that.
We're not.
They love that. And the thing is, for me, even though I'm in high-end luxury retail, but it's ran by corporate. So we still have corporate expectations. We still have a look. We still have a uniformity. Like, I may be, I may be able to, honestly, I'm going to tell you, I have 3 nose rings, and it took my manager 2.5 years to actually notice them. Because he was like, we were like sitting across from each other. Actually, I think I was telling him that I was pregnant, and I was, I thought it was funny because I asked him at the end of the day, after everybody had left, I said, do you have a moment? I need to talk to you. And he was like, honestly, I'm really happy that you're pregnant, and that's really great. I thought you were quitting on me. That's really what he told me. and then he leaned forward and goes, holy shit, you have 3 nose rings? Wow. He's like, that's really nice. He's like, it's a good size. He started like kind of trailing off, and I'm like, it doesn't matter what size they are. I'm going to wear my nose rings regardless. Like, I'm not going to take them out for you. I'm going to take them out for a customer. I'm not.
That's one thing I don't like about corporate America. I'm not. The moment they told me I had to take out my nose ring, I was like, but I just got this. And when I get my hair done, like, they would be like, oh, you can't have this, because I love shades.
Of
like,
color.
I love, yes. So at the time, I had this blue. They're like, oh, you have to change it.
Oh.
And
I don't like that. I don't like the.
And it depends on the company you work for, because at my company, if you see clients.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I clients.
I don't see clients. So
Mind your business in a cubicle.
But I will say it's become more relaxed because, we share tattoo stories. I show off my whole sleeve.
The crazy thing
I
is,
work in the hospital.
a lot of
shit everywhere.
A lot of the.
You work with needles, kid.
See, so the events and the functions that I go to are all like designer oriented. So I go to a lot of IIDA functions, a lot of like architects associate, like
like what is that?
Interior design.
Don't even.
Destination.
I don't know.
Nothing. Just no. Like the event I went to last night.
Oh,
Prime example. My company is a sponsor for Interior Design Association and Allegiance and all that good stuff. And we're a sponsor. We give them money to send us customers and so on. We keep the business. We keep the ties in the family. So I go to this function on behalf of a coworker because he can't make it. And when I pulled up to eloquently take my name tag from the location in which they had them, my name was spelled Tarmara. Tarmar. I stared at it for a little bit. I actually laughed. And then the woman who was hosting the dinner, it was appreciation dinner. The woman who was hosting the dinner came over and goes, "Oh, hey, Tamara." And I was like, "It's Tamara, actually. And I want to let you know my name tag is spelled wrong. Is there anyone here that can kind of fix this?" Because I wanted to kind of get, my name being messed up is a big thing. I used to go like many years, people like Tamara, Tamika, Tamara, Tanene. And I honestly.
How the hell do you get
No, I'm
Tamika?
not kidding. I'm not
Where's
joking.
Tanene?
Like, I really wish I was like being exaggerating about the Tanene. But the Tamika, that's dead ass. And I don't know if she was trying to be facetious. I really don't know.
She was being facetious because there's
But-
no K, no C in your name.
Listen, a guy called me Pamara on my first day, and that really just set the tone for a lot of things that I felt was to come. And fast forward 3 years later, here we are. So, so she's like, "Oh my God, no, I'm so sorry to that." I brought my own name tag because I had a feeling that they was gonna mess up my name. I don't know why. It's very simple. There's really not much to it. It's a couple of syllables, a couple of vowels, boom. And still, so I'm walking around this function. I'm with my other coworker who is not of the color I am. And I kind of, honestly, lean back a little bit because I just feel like, I feel like I'm more office oriented. I'm more deal with like project management. I don't have to deal with customers, and I don't really have to. I talk to like the field guys. I am like the guy's girl. I talk to the GCs that out there installing. Yeah, truly, like, so my career reflects that. But when I have to get eloquent and deal with the customers and the clients and the designers, I will.
I just rolled my eyes at you.
And because they like this voice. And no, but when I do, like when I get in those spaces, I kind of wanted to see like what would happen if I let her take the lead. And honestly, she's not really good at it. She's not good at introducing herself and mingling.
So does that?
So I ended up having to be the person for it. And like the reactions are like,
wow, like they're shocked.
yeah, they're like, oh,
they're surprised, and you get it. Like
I'm like,
I too.
what did you think? What was gonna come out of my mouth? What did you think I was gonna be? Yo, what's good, girl? How you do? Like, what did you think was gonna come out of my mouth?
I
I don't even greet my friends like that.
I too get the name mispronunciation, but then I also get those who don't
Camilla?
try.
Chamomile.
My name is not spelled.
Camilla.
It's not spelled Kamaya. It's spelled Camilla. Like it's legit.
Camilla. Tamara. Marley.
But I always get you speak so well, and I'm like, I'm an educated woman, and I just want people to know,
period,
speaking profound and having good grammar and intellect has nothing to do with
race. There's nothing to do with that.
It has everything to do. It doesn't even have anything to do with
such
education.
It's
It's what you read. It's honestly about reading.
It's a major stereotype. Like sometimes, so I'm in a showroom. I can hear, we can hear cars passing on the street, and my coworkers, like my older male coworkers, they always be like sometimes when they're trying to relate, I'll hear them say like "yo," and I'm like,
no.
And I have to now. I know both of y'all grown. I have to ride the line because yo is interchangeable. Because honestly, they do say yo. They don't say yo like how we say yo. But they do say yo.
But this is the thing too, and a lot of people flack me for it. I don't mind when someone's coming to me and they're speaking like that, because right now, but hip hop culture is pop culture right now.
I know, that's true.
Hip hop culture is pop culture.
It's happening.
Because it's popular. So when
happening.
you're listening to something, and maybe
All
this is
of our
why I
twang,
speak, and I was gonna say,
slang,
maybe this is why, because I don't listen to like the average Tay K's and
Oh.
the Y&B and My Melly and
All right,
all-
ma'am, I don't even know these
yes,
people.
but that's what a lot of the people
Is
gonna.
that the weird looking one?
I don't know, but that's what a lot of them in my
They're
office.
all weird looking,
That's
actually.
a valid
That's what a lot of them in my
No
office listen
disrespect.
to. They be like,
Everybody's beautiful, but
They
y'all got some features.
and you know they
It's the
say
style.
things like ratchet,
Oh.
and like they say things like ratchet. And they be like yo, they be like sis and bro. They say
They
those
The
say
first
things.
time I
They
heard
say
sis,
things.
it made me laugh. It genuinely, like when I tell you I had like a hearty, like it made me laugh because one, like you said, you don't have no control over it. If they're seeing these things, it's like it's happening every culture, not just. I want to be clear, like I'm not just talking about white people. I know y'all used to white people, but this time I'm not.
You just
Well,
make
not
me
only,
nauseous.
Not all.
but
We're definitely talking
You're
about
making me
people.
nauseous.
sorry, but when I heard her say, she was like, "Oh, sis, please." I was like,
I cringe at every
"It is cringe.
every time.
It's cringy and
But
it's
you
funny
know what?
like,
Because
what
it
am I
just
gonna-
feels like you're just trying to do this to kind of connect with me when you could just.
But that's the
I
thing.
agree. Now that I agree with. Now that's
Sometimes,
annoying.
but this is the thing. Sometimes it could feel like that, but oftentimes, God forgive me for saying this again, playing
He ain't
devil's
forgiving you.
God,
You don't ask way too many times.
God will always forgive me.
Come
Thank
back
you very
tomorrow.
much. Playing
Right.
devil's advocate, but it's just
He's over
like
there like.
if that's what's
Yeah,
in,
I got it.
like if that's what's in, I can't fault them for doing it. If that's what's in, because when we really think about it, when you turn on the TV, when you listen to the Kardashians them talk, who said "oh" before Cardi B? That was Chloe. Like that was.
I'm
I'll
not.
put up with
not getting.
Kardashians.
I'm not.
But-
No, but that's what I'm
I'm
saying. They
getting
use those are the popular girls right now. Ariana Grande.
Are
All
you
of
being?
these.
Are you being sarcastic when you say Chloe came up with?
No, it was a proven thing. It was a big old thing when Cardi B went to go and trademark it. She couldn't because she wasn't the first person to use it.
So just out of curiosity now, because this kind of ties into our few episodes back with the whole, what was we talking about, cultural appropriation,
Mhm.
culture vultures. So,
Snuck that right on it.
so, so do you? I'm sorry, I'm really having a hard time. When did this
It
happen?
was like
I lost my train of thought.
But this is the thing. Cardi B explained it. Cardi B was just like, she's like, Chloe could have came to New York and heard us say it in New York, but she was just like, it was really first heard like on the Kardashians. But Cardi was just like, it held no weight because Chloe said it on the Kardashians, but Cardi B made it popular.
Did you watch this episode? Is it a clip?
There was a big
Did
thing
she-
behind it. When we log off,
We don't need to.
But all
No,
I'm
but
saying,
no, but the reason-
but what I'm saying
Yeah.
is they watch television, and what is popular is our culture.
And that's
And
my
I
thing.
can't fault somebody for wanting to be with the in crowd and want to because
That's true.
That is
But
true.
it's just, I think,
But is it
even
appropriate?
are they?
And
It's one thing if they're
Corporate
mimic.
America.
It's one thing if they're mimicking.
but you
you.
can't tell. You
right,
cannot
how
tell
do I-
now.
how can
because-
I know
Well,
my-
maybe
my-
I don't walk around. But
But
this
listen,
It's a
is
sensitivity thing too.
yeah. I was gonna say I don't walk around sensitive because then again I'm also going to look at you like you're an asshole because I don't talk like that. That is not how I speak.
And that's what I'm, and that's
That's
where I
even
want
from
to
a
get
black
to.
person.
So just being in an environment that is so strict and so
Rigid.
routine, rigid, however, how do you feel when they're trying, not to say that they're trying to make it about you, but like the approach that you get, knowing that you're
Well, I also walk around with.
she cut me off.
I walk around with resting bitch face. So I also. It
That is
doesn't-
a-
it's
that's
like
a fact.
Don't bother me.
they don't. But I don't get bothered. I really don't. And the ones that
That's not my
do.
business.
And the ones that do come and try, it's just like they don't. And this is for, like I said, because you have some black people who are very proper who try to be in and hip, and I'm like, you don't have to speak in slang when you're talking to me. Just speak. Just
But like when
talk.
you find your other black friend,
Mhm.
is it
My other black friend, there's a few of us in office.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of us.
so in a sense we
I'm
We're
sorry,
in-
I just imagine y'all all in cubicles like.
right?
And that's not. No, that's not. So there are instances where they like. they're like there's ignorance because like there are things that will be said or like office decorations that are put out and like an African American will have to tell them, yo, that's offensive. Like
see, yeah, no, you
little things like that.
I was see that's the thing I was gonna say. So and
little things like that.
That's why I say you are really in corporate America. I am ran by corporate America, and I work closely with them. But I am over here. I am in the design world, and we get to be expressive,
and I think
with limitations.
Right, and I think I'm lucky that I work because like my office, the age demographic of my office is very vast. Like
so is ours.
21 to like 70 something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Coming in daily, doing their thing. But you know what?
And the younger people speak up. So like I feel like that's another reason why I don't deal with what the typical black person would deal with in corporate America because they speak up.
See, and I'm gonna piggyback with you because I feel like I've had instances where I am the only black person in my office.
You are,
and I've dealt with that for years. Like from location to location to like literally like the last 3 jobs I've held, I've been
hiring you to keep the quota.
A bit,
right.
or to honestly to attract more diversity or to like
and I think that's
to make you feel like and it's not like oh we're just using you. It's like no, you're actually really good at your job and you're and you're pretty cool and. It's a perk that you're a black person too because it makes
affirmative action.
Yeah, exactly. Like equal employer. You know what I'm saying? Equal opportunity. But the thing about it is like I had an instance where I have someone in our office that is very pro Donald Trump.
Oh.
Politics, in my honest opinion, unless you want to go there, it's not a conversation that you should bring into work.
Right. In my office, it's not supposed to be brought into work.
It's really not supposed to be. It's honestly that's in our handbook, but it happens. And I occasionally work late, so I happen to be getting some things out of the printer, and there was like this thick ass stack of papers, and it was literally a bunch of Donald Trump cartoons. With like and it was like old timey cartoons and it was like mocking like blackface, like mammy, like it was all kinds of it was like this long email thread that I accidentally printed out by my coworker. And I took it and I looked at it and I'm looking at these and they're like black jokes and they're like honestly they're real dicey, they're real racy, like and I'm like whoa, like okay, well I already knew you were pro Donald Trump. That's your business. Honestly,
but now you are really.
You know what I'm saying? But now
that's my business.
But now I feel our interactions have been like forced and fake. And the crazy thing is like I genuinely don't think he has a problem with black people. You know what I mean? I just think it's when you're the population, it's easier for you to just be like, oh yeah, like it's easier for you to be like, and then come to me and go, oh I didn't mean that. Tam, that's not how I meant that. You know how I meant that. It's
I don't like that playing the fence thing because if you are, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
There, but
so with that incident, I took the printouts, I placed them in my manager's office because I was the only one there. And it was probably like 7:00 and I was the only one there, but they were in the printer. So I was like, what the fuck? So I placed them in my manager's office and I left him a note. I said, I'd like to discuss this in the morning. And so I honestly, he came in, you know, whatever. He saw me. I watched him. If you've been to my y'all both been to my old office. My manager works in a glass office. I see him pick up the note, look at it, go through the papers, place it back down, and proceed to turn to his email. So I'm thinking, okay, well, in true, WP fashion, he's just gonna email me, even though he could see me staring at him. You see me, see you see me. He doesn't email me, doesn't say a thing. We have a team meeting the next day. I'm like, okay, cool. I let this day go by. I'm like, we have a team meeting the next day. I want to see if he's just going to at least say any political or any associated things with race need not be printed in the workplace or any of that. Guys, sales looks great. Keep up the good work. I'm going on vacation, and I'll see you guys when I get back. And before everybody pulled away from that table, I just was like, okay, well, I want to address something because I'm not sure if you didn't see the email. So I proceeded in front of 5 of my white peers, proceeded to tell them why I felt offended by these things, why they were in the printer, why it made me uncomfortable, et cetera, et cetera. And I've got to tell you, you could have fucking heard a mouse fart in that bitch. It was dead silence. And I'm not looking for an apology.
Right.
That's how quiet it was.
But do mice really fart?
I don't know, but you could have heard it that day.
I want to go with that.
Yo, there was nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so like, and then like everyone got like, you could see people getting like flustered and stuff like that. And the person who printed out the emails, like he literally was like, and I feel like he wanted to say something to me because we have a good relationship. I really don't have no drama, but I was just like, damn, this is hella like, if it honestly, it made me feel like, yo, like, you're my peer, you're my friend. I'm not here to make friends, but we're adults. Like, I'm stuck with you guys more than I'm stuck with my family. All of my friends at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? It inadvertently happens. It inadvertently happens. I mean, I have
in that small office, yeah.
Honestly, yo,
let me tell you something.
What's tight?
The most craziest dynamic I've had, because I worked like right down the street from where she worked.
Well, let me just finish before you get into it.
I don't know. I think it's small offices like that because I've worked in a small office like that.
But either way, the thing about it was when it literally came down to me having to say something, I was like, you know, and I had said to them, I was like, you know, I feel like you as a manager needs to address that. I said it's inappropriate. I think the way that you're handling it, I don't feel appropriate addressing this in front of everyone, but I left that specifically on your desk with a note asking you to discuss it with the person. I know you did not. And I know, you know, I said, I'm not here to point fingers or anything like that. First of all, it's 6 of us. Everybody already knows who it is, but that's neither here nor there. My thing was, as a manager, it's your job to address these things, whether it be black, white, orange, brown, yellow. I don't care. You could have been making Indian jokes. You could have been making, I don't care. Because if I was printing white jokes and it was on my email thread, how quickly do you think I would have been in the office that morning? How quickly do you think all 5 of them would have been like, I'm not talking to her today? Because I know. I know.
And I was just going to say, I worked in the office. I don't know, because the area where Tam works, they rent out a lot.
Tamara?
No. They rent out a lot of office spaces. Like, office spaces are rented out. Mm-hmm. And I remember this office of mine, we only had 15 employees. But the owner of the business was a Jamaican man. That did not stop anything. They played Donald Trump's inauguration on national television. And the people in the office that lived in Mansfield and lived, you know, in Sharon and Foxborough were like, oh, I can't wait to see what he does for my taxes. And it just makes you uneasy because there's just other people of us sitting there. And it's just like I literally had someone in the office say, well, yeah, we can ignore what he says. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't really mean it, does he? And I'm like,
I think that means
it draws a line. And it's just like I said, politics do not belong. Politics don't belong in corporate America. At my current job, there was an instance. We have a whiteboard where people, you know, write positive notes and stuff like that. It's supposed to bring. Someone wrote Donald Trump 2020, and the outrage that came up in the office. And I mean, when I mean outrage. Mm-hmm. Women and men both were like, because you don't know who wrote it, but they were erasing it, sending out emails like this should not be on there.
In this time, there is definitely just a lot more white America than it is. And it's hard alone being a woman, right? And then you have to be a black woman in that setting. I don't know. I feel like easing into this corporate world, we're not prepared for, because we're not prepared for America. Like, a lot of us aren't, not that we're not prepared, but like the things that we're talking about.
What do you mean prepared
not prepared, but like there's no.
I thought that was a word. I like that. That's supposed to be my status.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
Marley said
there's no way for you to actually know, because Tam's saying like, yo, he printed that out. We knew it was him. But
that could happen anywhere.
Exactly. But that's where we're at. There's no separation. Whether you're corporate and you're doing your shit as a black woman and you're handling business, you'll still be in that uncomfortable ass environment where it's like, and maybe you don't really belong here, but we got you here because you fit the quota. Like,
and that's why I was gonna say.
And don't get me wrong, I like my job. That's the thing about it. Like, I enjoy what I do. You know, it's like I worked hard to get where I am. Just because it happens to be corporate America, like that's not my issue. I came here because this is what I went to school for. This is what I want.
Exactly,
to do.
because
it just happens to unfortunately be this type of structure that I now have to bust into and make my own and make my and be myself.
Because I'm
against all these.
I'm gonna say I don't have I personally don't have difficulties in corporate America being Black, because I get backlash from all races being Black in corporate America when it comes to my hair, my wardrobe, my tattoos. Everybody has something to say about it. So I think it's corporate America, period. I think what it is if we look at race, it's race and working in America. That's the bigger topic.
That's a valid point. Working
in America, being who you are. Because I've dealt with racism working in retail from Hispanic people, working in the mental health field, at hospitals. You know, I've had some jobs. You know what I mean? Like, I've been employed since I was 16.
Wait a minute now. She said I've had some.
And I've experienced a lot of prejudices. I've experienced a lot. And it's just like, corporate America, like I said, it's not for those who don't like routine. It's not for those who like habitual, like, structure.
That's true.
It's habit. It's structure. It's routine. And if you don't like it,
like I tell y'all all the time, I'm supposed to go back to school so I can just go be somebody's art teacher. That's where my heart is.
Can we roll her off?
I want to be. But that's for real. I want to be a children's art teacher.
And on that note, I want to talk off camera because there's a lot of other things that you're going back to school for. Now we're doing art school.
I always wanted to be an art teacher.
It's a Virgo thing. We just gotta conquer all of our.
Going back to school to just start your own interior design company.
All right. I was never doing that. I was
Did
never.
you say you gonna get We'll talk about that off camera.
What? Yeah.
Doula and something else.
She's a Virgo.
Yeah.
She wants to
nobody. I already.
Anyhow.
That's why I work here now. I already got certifications for that. I don't want to go there.
I'm going to corporate America.
I don't work in that
environment.
Just knowing
myself.
I
honestly, I don't know if I would be able to. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I really don't.
I could, but mentally, I wouldn't be able to sustain that environment for too long.
I am at a. It's not about age.
Or maybe I would.
I'm at a growth in my I'm at a place in my growth where I know the instant.
Mm-hmm. I think I dreamt you saying you were going to start your own interior design company.
Put it back, sis, because it ain't happening. I'm not servicing these designers.
I'm gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it offline because it was an idea that I was just like, this was amazing.
I know.
I don't know. Interior design company.
I'm gonna tell you.
What I sound like
tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
So, but I just think for me, like the period of growth that I like, and what I know about myself, corporate America would just be, honestly, it would be one of those things that I would feel like when your parents make you go do something, make you get dressed up and do, that's how I would feel. I would feel like it would be like, go do this because you have to.
Mm-hmm. And you cry in the bathroom for like 10 minutes and then you go back to your shift. At some point in this lifetime, if it all shifts and I end up in corporate America, that's fine. If it genuinely suits me, if it's good for my well-being, if I'm happy with it, if it's what I want to do, where I want to be, that's no problem. There's nothing wrong with corporate America. I just know for me,
it's not
it.
See, okay. I don't mind corporate America because corporate America helps fund my other dreams.
Yeah, but so does my high-end luxury retail job.
No. That's what
she's saying for her.
For me.
Like they got her, all right?
This is the thing. It's not that they got me. I went to school.
I read the offer letter like.
I went to school for economics. I went to school for economics. Like, my goal was to be like on the top, be chairman of somebody's board. Like, I like that. I like business. I like the structure. I like the 40 hours a week, 9 to 5, 80-hour vacation, years. Like, I love that. I love corporate
Those are
America.
perks.
No.
You can get those perks outside of corporate America.
Yeah, but they won't always be as good as corporate America. Not everyone gets lucky to be in luxury retail or work in a hospital.
Lunches as I do?
Yeah.
Let's end this conversation.
Because, but that's the thing. It's just like when we really look at, we are all we are all rare unicorns when it comes to working and like where we are. You know what I mean? You're the only black girl in your office in interior design, right? You work.
I got some black folks with me.
No, but I'm just saying where you're at. You're working in the hospital. You know what I mean? Like you're working. You're in a career that people go to school and die for. You know what I mean? I'm the only person with a master's on my team. You get what I mean?
Got a shell in them.
Listen,
We've been in that position 45 years.
Sally and Kelly been waiting. You get what I mean? And it's just like,
but you know what? Can I also touch on one other thing about corporate America? Some of these people are familyed in, grandfathered in to corporate America.
oh, at least I'm not.
That's
long money.
That's a different conversation.
That's right.
I will tell you, not out where I work. They stopped that.
Well,
because
last night at the event, I met a guy who is the fourth. He told me he's the fourth generation, and he was so. That's the other thing I like, and this is kind of related to corporate America, but not. But when it comes to like business and stuff, I would love to hear that from a black person. I want us to have
here's
fourth
my
generation,
final
fifth
question.
generation things being ran by. You know, I'm working on it, but
do you think we can have our own corporate America? Like, is it?
We do. I just told you, the man that I worked for before, he owned, and that right there was nepotism. He had his own private fiduciary company.
Mm-hmm.
He started it back in like 92. Made his daughter open up an office in Florida. Then he opened up an office in Jersey. Then he opened up another one in Boston. And he has a chain of offices. And my big ass job goes to him for training and retail purposes. You get what I mean? So there are these black companies that are owned. You will still get the same.
And I think that's because corporate America has a stigma, it has a structure, it has a look.
Yeah.
And I also think it's one of those things where, say they do loosen the reins a little bit, they're probably worried that people won't respect the rigidness and the fine lines of what corporate America. And I feel like it's one of those things where it doesn't really have to be listed as corporate America. Like, I think if you find dedicated employees, I think if you want to run your business like that, anybody can run it like that. You can be black, orange, yellow, whatever. But I think if you want your business to sincerely thrive and do those things, and to an extent, you have to run it
with the structure.
You do have to run
Not to say that we don't have
it. Of course not. But you have to run a particular tuning. But you don't have to follow the guidelines of what it's meant to be.
What you also have to look at is most corporate American companies also outsource work from foreign entities, and those are faces you have to code switch and look at. You get what I mean? Because don't get me wrong, I love my corporate America, but I don't go in there prim and proper and pressed like everybody. I do not. I roll in with.
I honestly used to get dressed up for work, and then I was like,
man,
be yourself, sis. I really was like,
when I found out I'm not looking at no custom. Like, if I see a client, then I'll probably, the afro will always be out, and you will never catch me. If the afro is what is being worn that week, that's what you were going to get that week. Okay.
Yo, I got a story. You are my black mama right now. That's what it is. That's
but
what it's gonna be.
I'll put on a nice work dress and I'll put on some flats rather than my Uggs or my sneakers. You get what I mean?
That's fine.
But other than that, like, the corporate setting is going to be whatever it is, regardless of if it's a black office or white office. And then sometimes you really gotta be. That's another topic for another day.
All right. Well, here's my black ass.
I was about to get. You ever work in an all black office and deal with, the.
And that's another thing. I don't
That's
know
another
if I
topic.
Work in all black.
That's another topic for another day.
It really is.
No, I have not.
Well, she got a story for us.
Drink that water, sis.
And on that note, Marley.
And on
Thank you
that
for
note.
joining us on another episode of Talks with Wine. I am your host, Marley.
I'm Tamara Terrible.
And I am corporate bitch Kamaya.
Yes,
Okay.
corporate bitch.
All right.
Let me stop before y'all look at my job. And be like,
They're gonna find you.
Good night, guys. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Twitter.
That's Talks with Wine
Yes.
Boston. Yes.
Let me finish my
You share
look
it.
us up. Look us up.
Subscribe. Stilettos, pumps, and corporate.
Whoever thought that